Hello, my name is Gregtech and welcome back to our Omnifactory playthrough. I almost said Omnifu again. But did a little bit of crafting up here. We crafted up 10 circuits because this recipe is just so much easier. And I mean, that's kind of batch crafting, right? We got 10. I know it's not like a stack or two, but we got a little bit for today. So yeah, like I said last episode, we got the cheaper circuits. And I think today maybe we will try to do these. So we need, in order to get these, we're going to need the transistor here. So why don't we go ahead and craft up some of these transistors. We got silver wire, rubber sheets, super easy stuff to get. I have a bunch of silver there. However, we do need the aluminum. We have a bunch there. I'm actually going to, which is curious. So there is 4 of those in that one. Ooh. So maybe why don't we do 4? I don't know. Let's do 4 of these, I guess. No, just kidding. We'll do 3. Because they require 3 circuits each, apparently. I was thinking they only required 2. Oh, actually, they only require 1 transistor. So, and you get 4. Alright. So we'll just do whatever. How about 4? That's not what I'm trying to do. What am I trying to do? That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I guess we'll just craft up 16 of the transistors for this, because this is cheap-ish. I mean, I don't have a ton of aluminum. Maybe we should come up with something to get lots of, well, what am I talking about? This whole building's made of terracotta. Not that I'm going to pull this building down, but maybe, I mean, this is all terracotta. Kind of want to, I don't necessarily want to break down here. Maybe like one back there that is a little bit out of the way. We can tear down. For clay, which we can electrolyze into aluminum, is kind of where I was going with that. All right, so that, let's throw that in there. This one's quick. Aluminum is pretty fast. I think it's a soft metal. So we'll see, do this, do that. There we go. So 16 transistors. That, and then the next one is the second, or 3 electronic circuits and various other components will create an electronic processor. I actually don't know how many we're going to need here. What does this mean towards? HV or MV assembly machine, multi-smelter. Kind of curious. That is tier 3. All right, so we're a little far away from that. Just kind of curious. Why don't we we'll just do the 1, I guess, for now. So we need 4, 4, and then 3 of those. Now I don't have, now I'm thinking about it, probably not going to be using that anymore, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But I do have some copper, what was it, 4, 3, 4, I already forgot. 3, 4, 4, and 1. 3, 4, so I need 4 of those, these things. Now these are also quite easy to craft up. I just need some of this. And this will get us a whole bunch of these resistors. We were doing it this way, so we were getting 3, but we can just do it this way and get 12. So much, much quicker. Don't have to do anything. Just throw them in there, and then we will get tons and tons of these transistors. So quite manual at first, and as you build up infrastructure, everything gets a little bit easier and easier. So that's pretty much Gregtech. That's pretty much Gregtech in a nutshell. So we're doing these pumps, motors. And then eventually, you know, we can automate all this stuff. This is the recipe isn't any cheaper for this, but I believe there is. Oh, that one doesn't have a recipe. I'll see this one does, so it's just easier. This one won't require any screws, any tools. So just kind of curious. Yep, see that one does too. I think it seems to be anything with, oh no, that one does too. All right, this one doesn't. So it doesn't have any tools in it though. So maybe that's why it doesn't. So it looks like the piston and the robot arm don't have an assembler recipe. So, but yeah, like I said, there's no like tools in it. So it's actually not that bad. So there we go, just casual 60 right there. Now I have a little bit in there. I don't have a ton, but we will. What was it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. So that is going to be the next one. One thing I do like about these quests is it only, like, even though like we may need more of the item, it only requires like one of them to complete the quest, which I actually kind of like. Instead of like making you, all right, well, you're gonna need, you know, 3 of these, or we're gonna need 4 of these for this quest. It doesn't make you do it all at once, so it doesn't feel quite as doesn't feel quite as grindy. Like you're not forced to craft up all those right away to finish the quest. But yeah, there we go. There is that. And yeah, all right. So that's probably locked behind that, is what I'm guessing. So probably down this way and that way. It's the only thing. I wish there was like arrows, maybe. You know, like a little arrow just kind of pointing in which direction they go. Because it's, I'm assuming it goes, we start there, it goes there, then it goes that way and this way. And maybe that way. No. Because you probably need this. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to stop talking right there. So this is the soldering alloy. We did do that. I actually ended up getting this quest without even realizing. But annealed copper is made in the EVF. Oh, is there no arc furnace? Hold on a second. Arc. There is no arc furnace in this. All right, so that kind of stuff needs to be done in the blast furnace. We don't have like the single block thing to get that up. Not going to do that quite yet though. All right, so as I'm looking at the quest, there's a couple. Actually, no. Change that. We want to go back. We want to, before we start progressing any farther into like MV and all that stuff, there's silicon boules we could do for better circuits, and there's all this stuff. MV. I think we want to get into this now. Now that we have enough for the loot thing, we have this. Dark steel machine hull. All right, so dark steel plates around an LV machine hull. That's easy enough. Because I really want to check this out. Now, did I feel like I crafted. Yeah, I did craft that up. All right. So we do have this. All right, I guess we'll craft up another one of those circuits that I just crafted up. I need a bit more energetic alloy. I pulled all the ores out of the thing because it was actually filled up. I got it up to 63 type, so I actually pulled that out. Throw that in there to get some gold. And yeah, let me craft up this loot fabricator and let's see if we can get this hooked up today. All right, I think this is the last of the stuff we need to do here. Just need some dark steel. And yeah, I went ahead and crafted up a fluid tank. Very easy in this pack. I think that's just the regular recipe. But yeah, we need that. And then I think it goes around like that. Yeah, dark steel machine hull. And want to say it was this. There we go. All right, so there's the loot fabricator. Now, we'll take that. I don't know a whole lot about this mod. Now, I believe you do, yeah. We simulate the mobs. It's kind of like, almost like Woot, isn't it? Almost. Where you're actually not killing the mobs, but you're kind of just simulating killing them. But like I said, I don't actually know how all this stuff works, to be honest. So we do have this. And a comprehensive guide to it. But I'm assuming we're going to need some power. So why don't we... Don't like how all this is kind of... Getting a little cramped here. I wonder if we could... Wait, why don't we put that maybe above the... Maybe above that? We can do that. I think we have... Do we not have any more of the... Ooh, do we not have redstone? Oh, some conduit here. What was that? Do I not have any more redstone conductive iron conduit? Apparently I do not. Dang it. Alright, I have a bunch of... Just make a bunch. Conductive iron. Ooh, we don't have any more binder. Dang it. I almost thought I was ready, but apparently not quite. Ooh, do I not have clay? Oh my goodness. No clay. I do have terracotta. Can you turn this to actual clay though? I don't think you can, isn't it clay dust? Does clay dust... Actually don't know. Does clay dust... No. Is there any way to get clay dust into clay? Doesn't look like it. That's a bit annoying. That is a bit annoying. Oh, you can. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Okay, does this turn into... I love how I'm getting completely distracted here. All right. This is a bit of a... Can this turn into clay? What is that? Oh, terracotta. No. All right. So basically we have to pulverize this and put it back together. And break it. All right, it's a bit run of a way, but there we go. We got it. We got it. Except I'm short. Oh my goodness. Is 5 gravel. 2 clay, not 5 sand. All right, there is that. Holy cow, that took way longer than it should have. There's 2. All right, there we go. But at least we found out how to get the clay back. So, kind of curious if... Actually, I should... Now that I just did all that, now I'm almost wondering if... Should we... Does this connect to this? I'm just kind of curious. Alright, it doesn't look like that connects. And, oh, by the way, thanks to... Yeah, someone on my Discord, I don't have the name on me. Dang it, I'm so bad at doing that. Thank you for mentioning on Discord that you can actually disconnect these cables. Use the wrench, not the wire cutter. But it doesn't look like, yeah. So the deep log, this does need to be connected directly to like RF. And there we go. Please insert a data model. Begin simulation. Now this is the, depending on what we want. And I'm thinking like, we need lots of iron ingots at the moment. So pristine zombie matter in the loot fabricator would get us that. So to get these, we need the zombie data model and this pulsating polymer clay. I believe that's how that works. So we're going to need to do this, and I believe there is a quest. Yeah. So blank data model is going to require that pulsating that electrical steel. We do have some. Don't we have electrical steel? Maybe we don't. Actually, I don't think we do have electrical steel. Now I'm thinking about it. That is the other world. Let me do this and probably, let's see. I'm just kind of curious what is coming up here. So this, rotten flesh. All right, that's not too bad. What about this stuff? Pulsating polymer is clay and, okay, so let me get a bunch of this stuff and get this stuff crafted up and we will be back. And there we go, that wasn't too bad. There is the first one, the blank data model. Should be that. And next, provide your simulation chamber with RF power, pulsating polymer clay, then insert the data model of your choice. Simulation chamber will consume it and a decent amount of power. This will generate overworldian matter and may occasionally provide you with pristine matter. Overworlding can be eaten to gain experience or can be combined with other materials to obtain drops from overworld mobs. With these drops, you can then create data models for other mob types as well. Right. That's kind of cool. So like gunpowder you can combine with coal and cobwebs and spider eyes. Hellish matter. Ah, here it is. This is what I was talking about. So like creeper data model, spider, witch. Gotcha. So we need the first one, I think is zombie, isn't it? Wait. How do we get this before? Don't we need to... Don't we kind of need this quest before we can get this one? Right? Am I crazy? You need to put... Yeah, you need to put one of these in. But it looks like that quest is locked behind that one. And to get this, we can just combine it with rotten flesh. Okay, that seemed a bit weird. Unless I'm like reading into that a bit weird, but all right, we'll try that. So that there, tier basic, data collected. And I believe these, don't these like level, I was reading this like levels up. All of the basic start at basic, this tier goes up as more data so like we just run this and it like levels up is what I'm guessing. Right, I need that polymer stuff, and polymer, I forgot to get this crafted up, is this. Let's put this over there. So, right, clay and the pulsating iron. We have a bunch of the pulsating iron. That is easy enough to get. And I'm gonna have to go get, aren't these the same? Oh, yeah, they are the same. I'm gonna need to go get a whole bunch of clay. Now, eventually, I think we can, can't we can automate this somehow with that, I believe. Isn't that like a thing we can do? Maybe not. I don't know. Could have sworn we could have got the things to automate this. No, we'll look into that. But maybe I'm misremembering. So that, turn a bunch of this into the polymer clay. The only way to get this is that and Play does something we can maybe get? No? I don't know. I thought someone had mentioned in comments a couple times that you can automate this stuff pretty easily with the deep mob learning, but maybe I am mistaken. But anyway, there is that, and I think you just do that. Yeah. So it consumes one of these, and where does it come out, like here? I don't really know, actually. All right, so there is the overworlding matter. Cool. It actually tells you what iteration it's on. So this tells us we're actually not going to get the thing. All right, that's actually pretty cool. So 5% chance until it levels up. So we're just going to kind of keep that running. Question is, are we producing enough power, to be honest? That is draining. Well, I think we're good on power for now. So we'll just let that run. We did get this quest. Ah, all right. So this is what it was. All right. I thought it was... All right, I saw it and I was like, oh, you just need the zombie. No, you need the whole thing. There's no rush to get these all done and leveled up, but they do provide a good source of some of the basic resources in exchange for RF. Get what the pristine matter for each mob provides and set up simulators for all the ones you're interested in. Your power can handle it. It can even be advantageous to run several of the same model. All right, so the pristine zombie matter. Ooh, all right. Now I'm a little bit confused because there's multiple things it can produce. Now, the loot fabricator is how we get that. And then I'm guessing, yeah, this stuff does different stuff here. So you can get soul sand from it and dragon lair data, wither skeleton. All right, so there's a whole bunch of different stuff, and I did notice this stuff there's stuff for this in dragon lair data, lair of the chaos guardian data, chaos shards, dragon eggs. Crazy. All right, still haven't got, we only have a 5% chance. So unfortunately, this is probably going to, this is the thing. All right, now this is, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm going to have to, yeah, I wanted to check out this thing. But unfortunately, with a 5% chance, yeah, that's going to take a little while. So I'm assuming show recipes. Ah, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Do you just, is it a chance? Like if we put this pristine zombie matter, is it a chance of one of these? I actually don't know. We'll have to wait to, oh, there we go. We got it. Nice. So it happened on the 12th, I think. So there is a pristine zombie matter. Let's see what happens if we do this. All right. Oh, so you choose. I want iron ingots. And it consumes it, I'm assuming. Yep. All right. So there is our 12 iron ingots. Nice. Kind of liking that. That's kind of cool. And this whole like leveling up thing, I don't know. I know I'm not doing anything to level up, but I don't know. It feels kind of cool. So we put that in there and get that out. All right. So I'm kind of digging this. Now the question is, what else do we want at this point? So like creeper data. What does that get us? Gunpowder, coal, and creeper heads. Which redstone, glowstone, sugar. I don't know. There's some tin. Copper. So there's a couple here. I want the ones that do like the iron and tin and stuff, because I'm using a lot of that coins to get these. There's gold for that one. Aluminum. Oh, aluminum dust. That's pretty cool. And thermal elemental matter gets saltpeter, obsidian, blitz, basalts, and the blizzrods. That cool. Obsidian's pretty cool. Although, yeah, there's no way to. I don't think there's any way to turn the obsidian into blocks of obsidian, but I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that is pretty cool so far. And I'm gonna let this keep running, but I got to figure out how we gonna do this? Like, what can we get out of the thing that'll let us? Yeah, molten ender, that's not what we want. I guess ender pearl. All right, so ender pearls, although that is like, wasn't that kind of crazy? Yeah, all right, so can't do that anytime soon. But maybe at some point we can we get ender pearls? I'm assuming we probably get ender pearls from this thing. Yeah, so we can get ender pearls. So maybe that's how we're gonna get, we can automate that. All right. Question is, how do we automate this? Or any way? Those the same? They look the same. I mean, that's no. Dust, sand. Can we get sand from it? Maybe. I mean, no, I don't need to do. Obviously we can just set up. I could set up a cobble gen. That's what I would do. I'd set up a cobble gen to pulverize this down to. All right, so that we can. All right, so once we can get ender pearls, and that's how we're going to automate that. But until we do that, it's going to be a bit manual, which kind of makes sense, I think. So let me cut here, and yeah, actually, let's take a look. So what was one skeleton? Sure. Well, we don't really need a lot of tin. Spider. What is this trial keystone? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Trial key. So that's something. No clue what that is. I'll have to take a look at that in between episodes. So yeah, let me actually, cobweb. Do we have a slime ball anywhere? We really have no slime balls. No. Do we have no rice? Man, we don't have a slime ball. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've seen any slimes. Cobweb. There's got to be like cobweb somewhere. Cobweb. Was there a cobweb in that chest? I didn't even look to see if I actually already own cobwebs. No, is there no way to make cobweb? Besides that, no. Dang it. Plant ball. That's right, I do remember that. Nailed it. Plant ball. I know this is kind of like a waste, but... Oh, actually it's not, because we have the time. Alright, so there's that. What was it? Just a piece of string, a slime ball, and... to this overworldian stuff. Now this overworldian stuff, I think... that will, this will have to be pulled out, I'm assuming. Alright, so there is that. And then, oh, right, I need another thing. Alright, but we do know how to craft this up. At least we do have a bunch of pulsating stuff. I should probably, while I am thinking about it, get more uranite, because we're going to go through a lot of this stuff. Uranite. Ah, that's quite expensive, actually. Maybe get one more. Definitely pulverize this. And coal, actually. We need coal. I think that was creeper, right? I think actually creeper would be, yeah, coal, because we're going to need lots of coal for this pulsating stuff. Or carbon mesh. Actually, can we get carbon from charcoal? Charcoal dust? Ah, no, there's no centrifuge. We can actually get that from charcoal. All right, so we actually don't. I'm like changing my mind 50 million times here. But all right, let me get this crafted up and we'll come back. And actually, as I was getting a whole bunch of terracotta to get clay, I realized it was wrapping up point. And by the way, there's a cobweb right there. I knew there was cobwebs around. I just didn't. I didn't look very hard. But yeah, I'm basically going to tear down this building for all the clay. But yeah, so feel pretty good. We got some better circuits, and we finally got our deep mob thing going. Can we just smelt these? That's right, I did look at that. Nope, it's going there. So we'll do that, and yeah, I'll keep running this. I'm kind of curious what happens when we hit 50 iterations of that, so maybe we'll check that out next episode and see what else we can get ourselves into. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.